From the weight room to the turf right here in the SoField Indoor Practice Facility, scouts from the NFL to the CFL worked players in everything from ball skills to agility as they look to take a little mountain magic back to their respective teams. Tucked away in the little town of Banner Elk, North Carolina, is one of the most electric brands of basketball you can find in the high country. May I present to you Dunk Mountain. The sun is shining through the windows here in the Mark E. Riggs Athletic Complex. If I look to my right, I can see Kid Brewer Stadium in downtown Boone. I would say the expectations are hopeful here today. If you look behind me, there is a raucous crowd, all the way from App State officials, former and current players for the App State women's basketball team, and some head coaches like Dustin Kearns, just a couple feet away from me right now, actually. You can also see fans, and they are all excited for one person, and that is head coach Alora Sharp. Hot off the field of a big 15-7 win against Siena, I'm here with Austin St. Laurent. Austin, you've been red hot here recently. What have you been seeing on the field, and does it have anything to do with the facial hair?
It all goes down to the prep that we do, and all of our guys are committed to buying into what we got going on in the cage, and we're just able to come out here and swing freely and play freely. But, I mean, I got a little backlash for cutting the facial hair, but it seems to be working.
We're here at LP Friends Stadium in Hickory, North Carolina. Austin, how does it feel to be able to come to a place like this and play in front of some App State fans at a different location?
It's the best. I mean, the fact that we can come down here to a beautiful stadium, thanks to all these people for showing up, and we can put on a show in front of them, and thanks to everybody here on the staff for getting the field together, and none of that goes unnoticed. It's a beautiful playing surface, and it's electric to be able to come down here and play.
Long season in college baseball. Austin, I want to ask you, how do you just stay fresh through such a long season?
Credit to our trainer and our training staff, Christina and Jacob. They work really close with us, making sure each day that we're fresh, ready to go. Like, I know for me, I'm a big ice bath guy, so I'll, after this, hop in one. And they put in a lot of hours to make sure that we're healthy as a group. So.
Whether it's here at LP Friends Stadium or up in Boone at Smith Stadium, come out and support your App State baseball team. Just moments after a round 2 win in the Conference Carolinas men's basketball tournament, I'm here with Nico Ashley. Nico, you had an amazing day on the court. 9 blocks? That's ridiculous. What were you seeing out here tonight?
You know, we worked hard in practice. We talked a lot about the ball screen coverages and stuff. You know, we knew that they were going to come off and go downhill and stuff. And, you know, it's just play hard, try to see another day.
Last game here in Williams Gymnasium in front of a gold-out crowd. Nico, how was it to be able to come in here one last time to play in front of the Bobcat faithful?
It was awesome, and I appreciate everybody coming out. If you're watching, hey, man, it was an electric crowd out here tonight. You know, I remember one call, you know, everybody was booing. It was awesome in here, man. It was just good vibes, man, great vibes.
Bobcats are now heading to Spartanburg to face off against number 2 Chowan. Nico, how excited are you to continue on in this tournament and face a good team in Chowan?
I'm really excited, man. Just anything to play another day with my brothers.
While you can't watch them here in Banner Elk, you can still watch Bobcats in action at the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. The App State wrestling team will travel to Las Vegas, Nevada this weekend to participate in the Cliff Keen Invitational. The Mountaineers recently took part in the Keystone Classic, which resulted in 2 wins from John Milner and Will Miller. Miller scored his first collegiate tournament win in a 6-0 decision. App State finished 4th in an 11-team field, scoring 115 points overall. Sticking in the NFL offseason, let's look at the Justin Fields trade. The rumors can finally be put to rest because the Chicago Bears have decided to trade their young quarterback to the Pittsburgh Steelers, thus indicating that the organization is all in on picking a rookie quarterback with the 1st overall pick in this year's draft. Do we like the trade, and what can we expect out of Fields in the Steel City?
It's very interesting. I like the move that they're going in. I like being able to draft someone first. I really like Caleb Williams. I think he's going to be great for this team. Don't love the return. We thought it was going to be a lot more than what it was. With Justin Fields, it's a project where Russell Wilson will probably play next season, and then we see what happens with Fields. I'm just of the opinion, when you see a quarterback for 3 years and you're not getting what you hope to see, chances are you aren't going to.
Yeah, I'm on tape saying that they might have kept Fields and maybe seen what he could do with like a Marvin Harrison Jr. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was a good trade. It was a good trade for the Bears just to get rid of him. You can't have Caleb Williams and Justin Fields on the same team. So get him to the Steelers. He can sit behind Russell Wilson for a year. And then you know what? Mike Tomlin could have him on the right track. So we'll see what happens. The Miracle on the Mountain basketball season for App State men's team was one for the record books, as we highlighted earlier in the show. But after the stellar season, all but 4 players have entered the NCAA transfer portal. Sophomore forward and the Sun Belt Defensive Player of the Year, Justin Abson, announced his entry on March 24th, along with Trayvon Spillers and 6 other teammates. This brings the total loss of the portal up to 8 players, not to mention the 3 that are set to graduate. The sheer number of players entering the portal suggests a rebuild, but with a recent extension for Coach Kearns, players may elect to withdraw their names from the portal and return next season. We will provide more updates as they come.
I'm a firm believer that nerves are like fire. You can either harness that fire and use it to your advantage, or you can let that fire burn you up. I'm a firm believer that fire is good. Use it as an opportunity to let that adrenaline flow and go out there and peak perform my best.
What would you do if you were on the cusp of accomplishing your lifelong dream? Knowing that every move, every expression is under the microscope. That one moment could change your life forever. 7 athletes got to experience this very feeling as they gave their all one last time at App State Pro Day.
It was surreal just being back in the indoor and doing what I wanted to do. You know, chase my dream of playing professional football. It was fun. You know, it went by so fast. Do all this training just for one rep. I think I did what I had to do today. The emotions they're all over, man. I was glad to see my teammates, my family here, my coaches. I know they support us so much.
Sort of surreal for me because this is my last college thing that I'll ever do in terms of athletics. Just being happy about it and just knowing like this is the last time you'll ever do it and just be grateful for it.
Man, I was so happy to see them guys. When we first got up with each other on Saturday, there was a lot of jokes and laughing, but it was good, you know, being out with the guys one last time and putting that A on one last time.
From the weight room to the turf right here in the SoField Indoor Practice Facility, scouts from the NFL to the CFL worked players in everything from ball skills to agility as they look to take a little mountain magic back to their respective teams.
I'm lucky enough to see them every single day, you know, through ups, downs, wins, losses, summertime training, off-season, spring ball. I've watched Bucky Williams get under a squat bar with 435 on it, squatted 17 times, so he almost passed out. It was awesome. You know, I've seen Nick Ross. I don't think I've ever seen Nick Ross get tired, ever, you know, in his life. And just how explosive AP is, Andrew Parker. Like, we might not always be the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but we're going to outwork people. And then when the lights are on, we're going to perform. And we're going to keep performing and keep performing and keep performing, because it is different up on the mountain.
Regardless of where their football journey takes them, these athletes will take App State and the culture instilled in them every step of the way.
It's different on the mountain, man. Everybody who's played here, they know what the culture is. I don't think there's one word to describe the culture. I think you have to really be embodied in this team and this program and being on the mountain. There's nothing to do up here but football. And I think that's the beauty of it, getting to know your teammates, getting to know the coaches around here. It's been the best just kind of being embodied in this culture. It's definitely changed who I am as a man and obviously who I am as a football player.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. And no, I don't mean Christmas. I'm talking baseball.
You can smell hot dogs and nachos and hear the laughter and joy throughout. You know what that means. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon for some baseball here in Hickory.
App State baseball is back in action this season. And for 3 years in a row, App Baseball has taken the field at LP Franz Stadium in Hickory. The trip down the mountain is a new yearly tradition.
The fact that we can come down here to a beautiful stadium, thanks to all these people for showing up, and we can put on a show in front of them, and thanks to everybody here on the staff for getting the field together, and none of that goes unnoticed. It's a beautiful playing surface, and it's electric to be able to come down here and play.
The home of the Hickory Crawdads, the single-A affiliate of the Texas Rangers, LP Franz was packed with Mountaineer fans cheering on some familiar faces all weekend long. Next pitch is skied to left field. Does it have enough carry? That ball is going, gone!
Oh, it's wonderful. I mean, I played here growing up. Being back home and you know, getting all my family out here. And a lot of guys around here, too, are also from the area. And it's just a very nice home feeling, even though we're kind of away from home.
The Mountaineers would use that support to take all 3 games against Siena. That put them at 6-1 on the season. And once again, the App State Hickory Series was a smashing success.
Hunter Wilder camps under it. He has it, and that will be all. The Mountaineers secure a 10-6 victory and the series sweep over Siena.
It's big for us for sure. You know, we weren't able to come out and get the sweep last weekend, but, you know, it was good coming back out this week and completing the sweep.
Whether it's here at LP France Stadium playing baseball, or at CVCC playing basketball, or even at the App State Hickory campus that's just right down the street, there's no denying the connection that Hickory and Boone has with loving their Mountaineers. When you think about basketball in the high country, you probably think about those Mountaineers in black and gold.
In the hands of the reverse, and the Mountaineers have defeated the Auburn Tigers.
Or maybe even those Pioneers in blue and white. What you might not think about is this team that is as exciting as all the rest. Tucked away in the little town of Banner Elk, North Carolina, is one of the most electric brands of basketball you can find in the high country. May I present to you Dunk Mountain.
Lees McCray moving it up to Nico Ashley for the alley-oop. Lees McCray up by 10 again on the slam.
As the court all in front of him goes up and is powered in.
Offense, and here we go, folks. Sydney Dollar. Dunk Mountain on display here in Banner Elk.
Lees McCray men's basketball, aka Dunk Mountain, is in its 12th year under the stewardship of head coach Steve Harden, and it's been one of the best ones yet. 18 regular season wins and a Conference Carolina 6th seed, which netted the Bobcats a much-coveted home game in the postseason.
Brings a lot of people to the gym who wouldn't be here. Our kids are on spring break, so our community church has announced this, and we had a lot of people who've never been in here come and get to experience Dunk Mountain and Lees McCray athletics, so it's fun.
Fun is an understatement. After hosting a barn-burning triple overtime matchup between Converse and North Greenville, the home Bobcats took the court in front of a gym filled with passionate Lees McCray fans and put on a show, getting the big win over North Greenville.
We worked hard in practice. We talked a lot about the ball screen coverages and stuff. We knew that they were going to come off and go downhill. Just play hard, try to see another day. And I appreciate everybody coming out. If you're watching, hey man, it was an electric crowd out here tonight. I remember one call, you know, everybody was booing. It was awesome in here, man. It was just good vibes, man. Great vibes.
Good vibes are a great way to put it. Not only was the thrilling 79-75 matchup a massive win, but it also punched the Bobcats' ticket to Spartanburg, where the remaining games of the tournament are held. This was a feat the team has been eyeing for the last 3 years.
Once you get down there, it's just that tournament time. That's what's fun. We finally made it. They changed it there for 3 years. We didn't make it the first 2, so our 3rd year, we finally broke the seal and got to Spartanburg, but we're hoping the best. Once you get in that kind of tournament, you know, there's 6 teams left to just go play and get it done.
Whether it's breaking ceilings or breaking backboards, Dunk Mountain is always looking to dazzle on the big stage. And they'll have their chance to do so in Spartanburg against Chowan.
Sparkle City gets to see Bobcat Nation. We get a chance at redemption with Chowan, and I think we're just excited to be involved. I think the kids are going to have a great experience, and it's going to give us a great opportunity to continue this season.
While you can't watch the Bobcats here live in Banner Elk anymore this season, you can catch them through the rest of the Conference Carolinas men's basketball tournament on the Conference Carolinas digital network.